What's good, YouTube? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having an amazing time. This is just going to be like my perspective to trading every single morning. This is gonna be what I'm looking for. All right. So I feel like this is kind of going to help somebody. First thing I kind of check every morning before taking any trade is looking at the news. I almost lost my account with the very huge CPI news that happened few days ago. So now I see that slippage really affects my forex fund. So I really advise you guys to really be careful when you're trading with my forex fund, especially when there is news. So now guys, the first thing to do is to check the news. I don't really care about AUD news because I don't really trade AUD. Personally, I really concentrate on the GBP and USD news. And for those of you guys that don't know how to check the news, just go to forexfactory.com. Then it will show up like this. Then all right, you will see the news that has this red and the one that had this this yellow. All right, of course there are another one that has the very clean yellow. This one at the low impact. Majorly I don't really use this one because it doesn't impact the news more like that. It just helps the market to move in your direction. So I don't really care about the medium news. All right, the one I really care about is the major news. If you're a day trader, before you do anything, make sure that you check the news. That's just that about the news. Let's go to today's analysis. Looking at SPX this morning, if you guys have been following my analysis every morning before, you will understand the reason, all right, and what I actually look for. All right, so for those of you guys wondering what's all this line, their key psychological level, you see every single time price get there, it bounce, it bounce, it bounce, it bounce, it also bounce, it also bounce, it also bounce. The theory is every single time price gets to this key psychological level, there's always a reaction, and we want to use market structure and market direction and wait at this point if the market is going to decline or continue in its direction. All right, so that's just basically how I trade and how I approach the market every day. All right, so if you look at the market now, we can see that the market has been so bullish for a very long time now. If you look at when the price breaks above this moving average right here, all right, you can see price trail above it for a very long time. Now if we take our Fibonacci tool and we extend it right from here all the way to this up here, we can see that market hasn't have that corrective phase. Before market can be fulfilled, it has to come back to 0.5 or 0.6 zone of Fibonacci after having that impulsive phase. So I'm expecting price to pull back to that point before having a fulfillment, and I will be expecting a continuation to the upside. I think with this head and shoulder that we formed right at this top right here, price can probably see a decline back to this point here. All right, so I'll be waiting for price to push to this point here. If price push to this point here, I'll look for buys. One more thing guys, all right, because the market is still bullish for now, it still can be underestimated. All right, bulls can still be underestimated. So what I'll be looking to do this morning is to wait somewhere around this point here. If market behave well, probably I see a good rejection right there, I'm going to be getting into the trade for a buy. But if I don't have enough rejection, or probably I didn't see my entry confirmations, I'm just going to be patient and I'll wait at this point here to look for entry to go long. The two zones that I'm looking for right now is this zone 1, and I'm also looking for entry at this zone. All right, so those are my two hot zones that I'm going to be looking for entry this morning. So moving on to GBPUSD, there's a unique way that I approach GBPUSD every day. All right, and as you guys can see, again, like I said before, these are key psychological level on the chart. So now what am I looking for this morning is just to wait for my entry confirmations. We have the weak rejection, or probably a divergence or double top or a double bottom at a key psychological level. I'm just going to be marking out the alt zones for you guys. All right, places I feel like price is going to react from. All right, now looking at this one right here, I'm going to say price should react, all right, on this key psychological level and the other upper psychological level. All right, that is if you're going to be taking a counter trend. All right, somewhere around this point here, we should be looking for entry somewhere here. All right, now if the calculations are very right, definitely we're going to be having a very good entry, all right, to trade the market back to the upside a little bit, at least to have, that correction of this impulsive move right here. This morning we should be seeing some rejection on GBPUSD right now to take it back to somewhere here, all right. Because of this impulsive move, we needed to correct its phase, all right. If it corrects it, then we should be seeing price, going down again, all right. So for now, we just need a confirmation right on this key psychological level before we get into the trade and take it back to the upside. All right, so that's just what I'm basically looking for this morning, guys. So if you guys want me to keep making this video to give you guys some little insight on what I'm looking for every morning, please do let me know in the comment section, guys. Please do take care of yourself, guys, and have a wonderful day. All right, so I will see you guys in another video. Bye for now, guys.